Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can.
All right. I was on mute for a little bit. Hey, Hillary. Welcome.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. We're going to wait a few more minutes just to see if anybody else pops on. As always, this is being recorded, but I'm excited. I think Heidi's going to be jumping on here, so that'll be good. So I'm going to talk about accountability, and I'm not really talking about it. You guys are going to talk. I'm just going to listen. That won't be easy for me to do. Everybody have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad at all.
Yeah. It goes fast, don't they? Whoosh.
Beautiful weather here.
Oh, really? Yeah. It's nasty here in Wisconsin. It's kind of humid-ish, rainy. I'm looking outside. All the leaves are falling.
Oh,
It's getting towards winter.
70, 75, sunny. It was nice. Went out on the bikes.
Yeah. Oh, good.
83 and sun today, but I'm over that. I want the
You
cooler
want
weather
the
that's
cold.
coming in Friday. And it was high humidity today too. Actually, my air is running on October 11th, right? It's like, seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. It really is humid. It's just kind of, ugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about by you, Hillary? What's the weather like?
I turned the furnace on today.
Oh, you
cold.
did?
It flipped. This morning it was like 36.
Oh my, where are you?
I'm in Idaho.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But we've
on
had
that
really
air,
nice
yeah.
weather up until then, so
Huh. Yeah, I'm still have the air on here. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm watching. So I think we're just going to get started. So the first thing I wanted to just talk about a little bit is, what does accountability mean? And it's really your obligation or willingness, right, to accept responsibility for your actions. Right? So there are some questions that I'm going to ask you guys. Like in the post, I wanted to know, I want to hear from each of you. Like, I want to hear a success, because we all have them, and they don't have to be scale, like I lost 20 pounds, right? It's going to be those non-scale victories, like I slept really well, or whatever it might be, whatever your success was this last week. And then an area where you think you can improve on, or where you know you can improve on. And then I'll kind of guide along some other things too. And so each of you will have a chance to talk. I mean, obviously ask questions, interject, and things like that. But when I said kind of that definition of accountability, what do you guys think? Do you think that that's pretty accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And we all need it.
You have to have it.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. And that's for anything. That's for just like your job that you do on a daily basis. You're accountable for certain things to get done. And well, the first thing you need to be accountable to the first person would be yourself, right? You don't want to let yourself down. You got to trust yourself. So yeah, it's a really good definition. So Jody, let's have you go first. Just what's one of your successes this past week?
To actually run into a friend, acquaintance, probably more of an acquaintance than a friend. And I walk right past her house every day. When I walk.
Sure.
Twice. So I talked to her not too long ago. He happened to be outside in her driveway, but she came down off the porch on Saturday or Sunday when I was out walking. And after talking to me, she went ahead and, I don't know what program she's following, but she started walking and eating. She signed up with somebody, and she's down 25 pounds. And she just said she said, I see you out here at, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, during the week. And she goes, you just inspired me. So that was awesome. Awesome. So that was a feel good.
That's awesome. That when you can do that for somebody else, even if it's one person, I
Yeah.
mean, you could have like, it could be she's off of blood pressure medication, or she's, able to sleep better, or whatever it might be. And just by you walking by.
Yeah. And
Pretty
she has a
cool.
room that she set up in her house where there's a yoga mat there and has a spot for her phone so she can follow whatever program,
Good.
doing. And she's already down 25 pounds and she feels so much better already. And she's trying to get her husband on board and he's fighting her on it. But I said, don't let him.
Don't let that discourage her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but
That
the
was
thing, yeah, with her husband too, that'll trickle down to him. Like he'll have to keep up with her. So, wow, that's so cool.
Well, and we had about, where I live and being in the Native American community and my instance of, sugar diabetes and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what she and her husband are both dealing with. They're both Native.
Right.
So
Okay.
just a
Oh,
real
good
sweet.
for her.
Yeah. So she's down 25 already. And she said she's sleeping better. She feels better. She sent me a little video today of her meal prep for the week. She's good to go. And so, I mean, she's really getting into it. So it was a good moment for me.
Yeah, you're like an accountability partner for her.
Yeah,
And that's so
right.
cool. Yeah. How cool is that? Oh, wow. Gives me goosebumps.
That was great.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Pam, can you top that one?
Nope, I can't top that one. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is really awesome, Jody. So great job for inspiring her, even though you didn't really know you were inspiring her, but that's awesome.
Thanks.
So I don't know that this is necessarily this week, but in my time with you, what I would consider to be, I actually was thinking about it since I seen you post it today, 2 of my largest successes. And one is not letting the scale control me anymore. And I absolutely won't even step on it once a week to do my weigh in. That's it. And I just don't let it control me, even if it doesn't say what I want it to say, which let's just be honest, it never does. Okay. I don't let it control me and control the day. And then my other biggest thing, one, I feel just like a sponge for everything that you share and all of this, I just think is amazing. But the nutrition part that I was so lacking before. And I really I mean, every day I'm learning something new with it, right? It's crazy to me. And so those 2 things have been huge for me, and I think have really helped a lot to the success I've had.
Yeah, good, awesome. Yeah, and that scale can really mess with your head, right?
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
If you let it. I don't let it anymore, but
Yeah.
when I did let it, it would set my whole day.
Right.
And then you wouldn't even want to be around me. I don't let that happen anymore. I'm like, fine, whatever. You say whatever you want to say. I'll write it down and record it because I have to. But
It's all lies.
Right.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, and you've learned too that that's just one like measurement.
Right.
And so you look at that because that's part of it, but you also look at the inches that you lose, right? And
the way my clothes fit,
right,
how I look.
Yeah, it's
100%. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
For me,
that's what I let drive me now.
Right, 100% the clothes for me. If I can put on something and I'll be like, oh, that fits really good, huh? And over the course of what I've done and from what I started to hear, it's still doing that. It still does that to me, so it really is, it's so, like I said, it's those non-scale victories. And, what you shared, just being an inspiration for your neighbor that you walk by. I mean, that wasn't the scale, right? I mean, it was just, you were inspiring somebody else to get physically active, just get out there and move, and one thing leads to another. So
if I 5-year-old body can do this,
yeah, exactly.
years younger than me, you can do it too.
Yep. And the whole nutrition too. There's so much information. I'm sure you guys have Googled nutrition or whatever it is you want to find, right? And it's kind of like, what do you believe? And
That's,
You know,
that's
it's-
right.
Yeah, and it's not like it's a bunch of lies. What it is just bits and pieces of things. Well, there's this keto, there's this low carb. You can find anything. If you are swaying one way or the other, you'll find something to support whatever it is that your brain is thinking.
Yeah.
Right.
But to put it all together to work for you, that's one thing, because you can, there's like 5 or 6 or 8 different things that you can do, but then, well, what's going to work for me? What makes sense for me? And so that's why, you know, dialing into women who are premenopausal, going through menopause, postmenopausal, that's a little different than when you're 25.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Way
we're a lot
different.
different. Yeah. So kind of putting it all in a package too, and just learning all about it. Yeah. So, and I think too, we find out more and more about foods because of the environment that we're in and how it's affecting the foods that we eat too. Not to be like, you know, total organic, because I don't know that anything is really organic unless you're growing it yourself and you know exactly,
Yeah.
because you don't know, right? You just hope. You know, it's just the stuff that gets sprayed in the environment, and it's how our foods are processed and who's handling it, and you know, it's just all that kind of stuff. But so yeah, thanks for sharing. Those are awesome ones. Yeah. Welcome, Jennifer. I got Pat's logging
Thank you.
here too. Cool. So what we're doing here is I'm just going around asking everybody to share a success, something successful, whether it could be a non-scale success, could be any time since you've been on your journey, or perhaps it was this last week, to share what those successes are. So Hillary, brand new to the group, welcome. So I know you just started, but you've been on a journey for a while with your health and fitness. So what's a success that you've had?
Well, coming in, I started on Wednesday, and as I started doing the workouts, I was surprised that I had the endurance to do 70 push-ups.
That
was like, I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea I could do it. And actually today I was over 90, so I was like,
oh my heavens.
Yeah.
You
really
go, girl.
impressed. And my arms didn't, I mean, I had no pain after either. So.
Well, you'll let me know how you feel tomorrow.
I will. Yeah. So for me, that was a big deal, because I have been working out and I've kind of been stuck at this weight range for a long time. And it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
And it's all my little mental belly.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to having some wins just in that area. And I'm really excited to be here with you guys and learn all your tricks and what's been working for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. You get frustrated. Been there.
Just have to keep believing and keep putting one foot in front of the other, and it happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so ready.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing. That's awesome. Hey, Pat, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Good. So we're going around. I'm asking everyone to share a success that they've had either this last week, or it could be previous, just something to share with the group. One of your successes. So would you like to go
Me?
next?
Sure. I completed a workout today. Yay.
That was a good one too.
That new one is killer, and I really wasn't looking forward to it, but I managed.
And you did
Good
it.
job. Good
I
job.
did it.
Yeah.
I
Awesome.
mean, I have had a million gains. You know that.
Yes, you have. You've done amazing.
So many. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Pat is Pat just turned 70. I'm sharing. I don't care if you don't care.
You know, they know. I put it on there. I put it.
So she's a rock star. Like, she's killing it. She's doing Pilates. She's working out. She's swimming. She's an artist.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Those were beautiful.
So she's
Yeah,
fabulous.
That's the biggest surprise. But anyway, I'll tell you one thing. I lost 10 pounds last year from September till February, and I stayed still from February to July. I did that on my own. and, you know, some of my own exercise. But then when I started with Diana in July, I've lost, what did I lose, Diana? Another 14 pounds?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
And
And a
inches,
million other gains.
and
in strength.
inches.
Oh, tons
Yeah.
of inches.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway,
You're awesome.
Yeah. it's
All
the,
right.
it's the diet and everything that you do is
Yeah, it's just
really,
learning
really
a new thing.
right.
Cool. Thank you. We're gonna be going back around here a little bit, but Jennifer, can you share a success?
Yes, I actually got back to a workout today after
Yes.
the injury. So, 'cause I think I missed 4 workouts
Yeah, I
or
think
5.
something like that. Yeah.
So, I did a little bit easier one this morning, but went good and things feel good. So
Good.
I'm excited.
Yes.
And it's snowing, unfortunately,
Oh,
Oh my God.
yeah.
already, and it hasn't
Must
even
live near
started.
Hillary.
Where
Yeah,
are you,
she's out on the
Hillary?
way. So how much snow?
I have probably 4 inches at my
Oh my
house.
gosh.
Pam
I
wants to
think-
be there.
Yeah, send
I-
it my way.
Well, I live west of Bozeman, Montana. So
Okay.
I believe they have 6 to 8 inches. Some
Wow.
people had almost a foot, about
Oh my
6,000 feet. So yeah,
No.
hopefully it'll be gone. But this is our annual pre-Halloween. So it either
Yeah.
stays or
Yes.
it goes.
Oh, man.
Hillary, are you in Montana?
No, I'm in actually Boise, Idaho.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm
8
your
hours.
neighbor. I'm your neighbor.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are out there. Yeah. Pat's down in Florida going, you guys can keep the snow, right?
Sorry. Uh-huh. No way.
Exactly.
My
Thank
plan
you.
was to be somewhere south for the winters, but with COVID, that hasn't quite
Right.
become a plan
Yeah.
yet. So I am
Right.
still here in the winter. So
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
Notes, because I'm south of Buffalo, New York. I'm in the snow belt.
Oh,
yes,
yeah, you are.
you hammered
you
pretty
are.
good because I'm from the East Coast originally. So.
right. Wow. Yeah.
But I still have 70 degrees and sunny today, so I'll take it.
Nice. We had that days ago.
Right. Yeah, now you've got snow, isn't that? Oh man, that's crazy. All right, you guys are awesome. Thanks for sharing all those successes. And so let's go around and talk about something that you this week that you're going to focus on and improve on. Because you know it's always about 1% better every day, right? So what's going to be that for you, Pam? I'm going to go around my area.
So what I'm gonna do, unless you tell me I can't or it's not a good idea, is initially you started me out on 2 HIIT classes a week.
Mhm.
Last week I went to 3. This week I
Ooh.
plan on going to a lot, like maybe every day, because I'm loving it so much and I'm craving it.
Good.
And so I want to do that every day with my strength as well. Unless you say that's too much.
No, I mean, that's a great goal. We'll talk about that. We'll want to look at your
Yeah.
calories and make sure you're getting enough to fuel.
I was a bit
Um,
hungry last night and this morning, I might say.
Yeah, so we might just adjust that. If, you know, and there's nothing wrong with more activity as long as you're not so exhausted that you're not sleeping, because there is something
Yeah.
called overtraining where
Yeah.
your body's not able to rest. It needs to rest because that whole, and I'm just sharing this for all of you. When you rest, you're recovering. That's when the muscle that you're breaking down with your workouts, that's when it's building and healing. And that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, is that rest.
I'm still
And-
resting, so that's good, but
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And what happens at night too is your testosterone and your human growth hormone, all of those hormones that support that building the lean muscle, they are stronger at night. That's when everything's just like really regenerating and those levels are higher, and they're higher than in the morning too. So that is absolutely fine if you want to do that, but we just have to increase your calories. And so when I tell you guys to eat to lose weight, I'm really serious. Like
Yeah.
it works. Like you have to eat and fuel your body appropriately in order for you to get the results. order for that body fat to go away. So no, that's a great goal. So yeah, we'll talk about that. Definitely.
Perfect.
Perfect. Cool. All right, Jody, what's going to be one of your,
I am going to attempt to keep my stress level under control at work.
how are you going to do that?
I'm going to have to learn to just walk away. I mean, honestly, walk away, take a deep breath and exhale,
Mhm.
because I got one person specifically trying to push my buttons right now, and it's a serious matter. And we have just been crazy busy for 2 years nonstop. You know, we're up over, well, you know, we'll just say that we ended last year with $378,000 was our year end, and this year we're at 537.
Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
And
good.
that's increase. So I don't really have the time and to deal with nonsense.
Mhm. Mhm.
Just, you know, I need to be more understanding, and that'll help keep my stress level under control, and I'll be able to deal with her a little bit better
Yeah.
instead of snapping back.
Yeah, and that's the whole, when my kids were growing up, that's when I had to use that kind of like count to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
do that too, but I used it more back then, where it's like, 1, 2, you know, you just, you know, slow, deep breaths. And I get where you're coming from, because I was a nurse manager for many years, and there were times when you just want to blah, but you
Yep.
have to
Yep.
and not go home with it. And that's always the hardest part.
It
Yeah.
affects my workout. You
Yeah.
know, I get exhausted, you know,
Sure.
I'm mentally
Yeah,
exhausted
yeah.
and now I have to try and become physical, and my head's not in it.
Right. Right.
I have to work on that during the day so that I'm fully present when I get
Mhm.
home.
Yeah.
Do not what I need to do, what I want to do.
Right. 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 That's true. And having that ability to do that is good for you, that you can go and work out and get rid of that stress. Yeah, that's tough. Right. Journaling about it, getting it out of your head, you know, at
Yep.
night too, and just knowing that you may not understand. And I have to tell myself this too, why they're acting out, but there's something probably deep down in their belief system and how they think about stuff, and it's not yours. And so, yeah, it's hard to do that. And some people just want to be, because that's how they've reacted all the time, is they just,
Birds.
yeah, yeah, right. So,
There's no other word for
yeah,
it.
right. Well, we'll
Bird.
discuss that when we talk too about, yeah. So you can do it. You can do
That's my
it.
goal.
Yeah, it is. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, Hillary, what about you? What's that kind of your goal and your thing this week? 100
So-
push-ups?
Yeah, I'll be there. No,
Yes,
with the 28-day program, just getting used to some of the different vegetables, because I've kind of been set in my ways on certain
Right.
vegetables. So it's just kind of finding a new way to introduce them in.
Yeah.
And
So like I can give you, like with the carrots and the zucchini, what I do with those is I do like a stir fry.
Mhm.
That's a good way to do those. I eat the zucchini raw though, because I'm just that way. Same with carrots. But if you don't like raw, it's okay to you know, kind of do that. With things like you can take, like, is it because you don't like it, or you just the foods, or is it just something new?
No, it's just I've been set in my way with other vegetables. I did
Okay.
a lot of
Right.
But I-
cauliflower rice. I mean,
Yeah.
I had that all the time.
Right.
But
I do a
like,
lot of like using a little bit of olive oil and doing a lot of sauteing. So bok choy is one. Now you can use,
Yep.
with the bok choy, you can use like a low sodium soy sauce that helps with the flavoring in there.
Yep.
That kind of thing. Same with, I don't really like sauteed spinach, but I've combined that with cabbage and just some different things like that, just for different tastes. Yeah.
It's great in eggs.
What's that?
It's great in scrambled eggs.
Oh, spinach.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. It
Wow,
is.
It's really
So,
good.
Yeah.
So
So
one
Hillary
thing-
just started the 28-day the food list that you guys also. It's just
Yeah, and you know, yeah.
It
I
works.
don't think I adhered to that too well with the veggies because I'm only going to eat what veggies I like and that's it.
You ate a lot of green beans if I remember correctly,
Yeah, I
right?
do. Right. Yeah. And broccoli, which you're
Yeah.
not supposed to eat.
You're right.
But-
And it's not, when if you're out of options and you're like, oh, it's not like bad for you to do like the broccoli. The reason why it's not on there is just because it can cause it bothers me big time, broccoli does.
Yeah.
Does
But-
me too.
Yeah, so everybody's different, and if it's something
Oh,
that
yeah.
doesn't bother you, yeah. So
It
no,
bothered
that's a
me
good-
after 28 days,
Yeah.
but it never bothered me before.
Right.
Yeah. I was just gonna share that I had made some Hasselbeck turnips.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I cut them all. And
Uh-huh.
actually I microwaved them for a while and then I put them on the barbecue and put some
Oh.
olive oil and garlic and some
Nice.
spices on it. And it wasn't too
my.
bad.
Good.
Wasn't
Something
That
bad.
sounds good.
I have to
Yeah.
try that. I
Yeah.
like those.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, because you can have those on that list. That's awesome.
Hmm.
Cool. Hillary's got some good recipes, so keep sharing those in the group. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
Pat, what's your goal this week? Where do you want to be a little more
I
rock
don't
star?
know. I don't know what my goal is this week. I got a lot of things, I got to get a lot of my artwork.
Right. Well, there you
Finished.
go. Now that's a goal, right? It's
Right.
progress. It's
But I
1%
tell you-
better.
It's hard. Like today I got up a little late and I have to do my morning rituals. And then I ate and I said, oh God, I can't go to the gym now. I just ate. And then before you know it, it's 1:00. I'm like, I gotta go to the gym. But I didn't have lunch. So next thing you know, it was 2:00 and I get to the gym and then all my artwork gets shoved behind. That's what I've been doing, is running out, painting and coming back in to listen to you.
Yeah.
So I have to do a better time. I think that's what I'm gonna work on, is
Oh, time management.
trying to get up a little earlier. I go to bed late, so I like to sleep late to get that full,
Sure.
good amount of sleep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and get up a couple of mornings early and maybe not meet the sleep goal so that I can time manage better.
Yeah, you've got that deadline for the show, right?
Yeah, I'm not really stressed about it. I just
Okay.
know that I have things I gotta do. I don't
Sure.
stress anymore.
Good.
Being retired,
Good.
that's
Good.
the best thing in the world.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah. And
So,
sometimes
yeah,
even
I-
just putting it on your calendar, like, I don't know, when you say get up early, what does that mean? Like what time?
well, like today, I didn't get up till about 8:30, 8:45.
Mhm.
And then, like I said, I have a whole spiritual thing I do in the morning and
That's
I
good.
journal and all that baloney.
Good.
And so no, I really think I have to be getting up by 8, at least by 8, to get
Sure.
everything done that I want to do in the day. Because, oh, and the other goal is, I'm going to drop that one Pilates class
Oh, yeah.
so I can swim. So
Yeah.
that'll be something.
Oh, that'll
And
be
I
good.
have started back to my journal.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I like
This,
that.
yeah, I have a new one. Mine ran out and I waited 2 weeks to get a new one. So
Well, you've got
that
it
helps
now.
keep me on target. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
No, those are great. Those are great goals for you. Honestly, that's great. And sometimes just talking them out will help.
Yeah.
You know.
If one of you could just move in and cook for me, I'd be even more happy.
Well, it's in Florida, guys. You might want to do that.
Room and board free.
There you go.
I don't know. I'm going to be sneaking some pork rinds into stuff and place it.
Oh God, you and those pork rinds.
Yes.
Oh my God. Somebody gave me those, a whole big tub of them, and told me I could use them as breadcrumbs. And I only took them because I felt bad. I came in the door and I was like gagging. Oh, I cannot make that. No. Ooh,
Oh, funny.
sorry, ladies.
That's okay.
No, those things are nasty.
Hey, Jennifer, what's your goal this week?
Kind of go off a pat to cook because
Yes.
Yeah, you need a
I
vacation.
do not like to cook. I do not like
Oh.
to cook anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
I cooked for kids and, ex-husband for what we split up 8 years ago, and then for kids until they moved out, and I just think of all these delicious things I'm gonna cook, but come
Oh,
5
God.
o'clock, I'm like, yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
interested in
yeah.
cooking. So then I
Salad. it is.
snack, and because for lunch, like lunch and stuff is quick because I can do tuna fish or egg salad. But it's like,
Sure,
you know,
sure. You know, are those pork rinds? Yeah.
No, look, I'm making a salad. I'm sorry, but I gotta eat.
That's
I'm
okay.
late. I'm so late. I had late breakfast, late everything.
No worries, no worries.
I'll try not
a
to be
problem.
noisy.
That's okay. Would you, yeah, we can just, if you want to just mute yourself, that would help.
How do I do that?
Well, let me see, maybe I can,
Oh,
here,
I'm
I'll
go- oh,
mute. Got it.
I don't think she knows that she's muted.
No.
Oh, oh, bless your heart.
Isn't she something? I know, I love that. Hey, Tracy. Oh, no, that's a great, you know, Jennifer, you talking about cooking and stuff. What I can do, and I don't know if, have I sent you my, like, kind of like my snack? It's kind of like a travel / snack list of foods that might be helpful for you.
I don't think so.
Here, I'll send that to you. That might help, you know, especially just, you know, those times that, you know, you just don't have anything, you know, at least you maybe have a little stash of some of these. So I can do that. I'm just writing it down.
Yeah, so you know, I'm still tossing the protein shake idea around and
Okay.
stuff, but yeah, I just need to figure something out. But
Yeah.
I'm just completely over cooking. So
Yeah.
so I need to figure out something, even though it's just me,
Sure.
and I just don't want to spend the time doing it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and you know, the protein shake isn't a bad. I mean, there's the regular whey shakes, or there's the vegan kind of stuff too, that seems to be a little less issues with stomach and things like that. But I'll send you
Mhm.
that list and take a look at that, and that might give you some options. So, yeah.
okay. So that's my goal, is to maybe get the motivation to
Yeah, yeah. Because you know what happens if you don't have something there, you turn to the stuff that's not going to serve you well in your journey, you know?
Yeah,
So-
or I have soup, or I
Okay.
have,
Sure.
you know, but then I end up getting into more carby things like
Yeah.
popcorn or nuts, or which
Mhm.
nuts aren't too bad, but
No.
or you know, oh, hey, I'll have whiskies, or I'll have a handful of this, or
Oh, sure. And then before long, you're half
It
a
all
bag
adds
in.
up.
and then I'm, you know,
Right,
just eating junk and
right.
don't cook any dinner because by then, you know, the time is gone by. So
Yeah, it does. Time goes fast, as we all know it. Boom.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't like to eat too late. So
No.
if it starts to get too late, then I won't even entertain the idea of cooking.
Yeah, you don't sleep well then. That's the hard part with that. But I'll send you
So,
that. and I'll
so
give
we're
you
back to the
some-
rent a husband thing again.
That's right.
Remember, I talked to
Jennifer
you
has
about
this-
that when you were sick.
You
Because
just
I told her when I was really sick one time, I was like, you need to just rent somebody to come over and do shit for you and then go home. So I guess maybe I need to see about a chef. I don't
Right,
know.
I told you you and I should get it. You set up that business plan.
Yes,
Oh,
you need
God.
stuff fixed, or
Right.
you know, there's sometimes I need, like yesterday, I needed an extra set of hands, but
Yeah.
I don't want an extra set of hands here all the time. So it'd be good to pick up the phone and say, hey, can you
Right.
send so and
Need
so
you.
over? I need to do a couple of things.
Right. No, I love it. I love it. So, yep, get that business plan put together. Hey, Tracy, I'm going to tap into you real quick. So, we were talking about a success that we've had either this last week or, you know, even farther back, and then something that you're going to work on this week. So what are those two things for you?
Oh boy, you caught me off guard, but
I know,
okay, good.
bam.
Bam. That's so funny. My success was that I got through the book, and I really enjoyed that. So thank you so much for
Oh, you're welcome.
bringing
Yeah.
that job. That was excellent. And just wrapping my head around traveling too. Also, they're wanting me to go back and forth to run at parks, so that's kind of tough to
Yeah.
try to stay on track with everything we're doing. But yeah. So what do I want to do this week? Not everybody knows this, but I'm having trouble with my neck, so I'm just trying to figure out what's the best exercise program for me at this moment. So I'm
Right.
going to get back on stretching with the reformer,
Yep.
and just because I got this beautiful reformer sitting in the other room, so I'm going to do a lot of that on there. So that's something I need to get back on track with.
Right.
And yeah, and I intentionally went out for a walk today,
Good.
but here in California, where I am at, was super windy. So my hat was blowing off, my hair was blowing everywhere, and I had my granddaughter and my daughter
Yeah.
with me. It was funny. We were laughing so hard. I got to get my 10,000 steps in before 11. It was so funny. I fully intended on doing that. We ended at the park and having fun with her, so that was good. But
That's good.
I think
That-
I'm
you have to do that.
at 8,000 steps right now, so I feel pretty good about that
That's
for the day.
really good.
So
Yeah.
that's a win. And just trying to do best what my body can do at the moment. But
Right.
I am on target with staying on my superfoods right now.
Good.
So I'm happy about that. I
Yeah.
need to document it today and just moving forward.
That's good. Yep. So Tracy has a cervical, you've got some stenosis and some things going on in there.
Yeah.
So you're being evaluated in November. So that's
Yeah,
good.
and
So we've had
yeah,
to change some things. but
modify a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So nutrition is
I-
a good focus for you.
it is right now.
Yeah.
It's super good focus, and
Yeah.
I have still tingling in my feet and my hands, and
Oh, no.
hopefully they said it might be because of the cysts in
Yeah.
my 7. So once I get past that and figure out what
Mhm.
that is, will be a good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I have a positive attitude, so
You do. You have a great sense of humor, positive. Great up here. You've got a great mindset
Yeah.
that, one step forward, right? Every day. And that's all we get you through this. And like I said, nutrition, staying that way, that's going to help with the inflammation, right? And if for some reason they'd have to take that cyst off, which they may, to give you some relief, that'll help you heal better too.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, all of that.
And thanks for all the positive mindset coming from you guys.
Yeah.
Is great. And sorry I missed a few minutes of this.
That's okay. I'm slow letting people in sometimes too, because it's off to the side and I'm focusing here. So
Yeah, I know. I get that. And
Yeah.
it's hard to get on sometimes, and I don't know why, but
it
we'll
is.
get it.
Yeah.
We'll get it.
Yes, and you're here. So that's all that matters. So, all right. So I'm going to ask one more question. We're going to go real quick through. Okay. Again, thank you all for sharing. This is where we can share those things and be supported and not be worried about what other people think, because we're all in this. We all have our goals, but we're all in this journey, right? To become better versions of us. And we want to take ourselves over the bridge, right? To that never land, right? So this will be a quick one. I'm going to ask, maybe this won't be quick, but let's try it. We're going to start with Pam. What does success look like to you? Now, this is you specifically. What is success? When you think about success, what is that vision you have of that?
I swear I heard you ask this another time. It's been on my mind, and I'm like, I'm not sure right now. I mean, I knew maybe a time or two ago, right? But now into retirement and all of that, I'm not sure, because I'm kind of like in a good place.
Yeah, and that's
right.
okay. Yeah.
Just trying to get better fit and eat better.
Mhm.
So
That's good, because so what you're saying, success right now is right now where you're at.
yeah,
You're
it
successful.
actually is for me.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. That's perfect. That's perfect. Jody, how about you?
Mastering a goal,
Okay.
goal oriented. I'm happier in life when I have a goal that I'm working toward, and that's just something recent. So mastering a goal, whether it's mastering myself in learning patience
Yeah, right.
and managing stress, or whether it's for me, it was getting just as an example, a while back, I started with getting my motorcycle permit, then I got my license and I got my bike and I'm on my second bike. And,
Yeah.
past 50 years old, and now I'm riding a Harley and I wonder now, why didn't I do this sooner? And I asked myself of the same thing where I'm doing with you and this group. Why
Yeah.
didn't I do?
Yeah.
So
You weren't ready. You weren't ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
But you,
taking the steps and mastering.
right. Perfect.
Something.
I like that. Mastering the goal. Yeah. Hillary, what about you? What does success look like for you?
Well, I'm in a new space right now too, so
Yes.
it's been all about putting myself first and
Yes.
and taking care of myself and just I was in a career for 36 years and
Mhm.
and so it's basically just getting to know me and my body and I went through a lot excuse me with my nervous system,
Yeah.
going from a job where it was really really crazy to silence and
Yeah.
so it's loving myself and putting me in the front to take care of my health and make sure I have optimal health. That's success to me.
That's awesome. Love that. Yeah, you've had some changes and yeah, that's like having, a couple kids running around, all of a sudden they're gone, right? And you're like, yeah, no, I love it. That's great. Thank you for sharing.
Mhm.
Pat, what about you? What does success look like? I
Well,
can't wait.
Very similar to the first lady.
Yep. You're,
For me, I show up for myself every day.
yeah, I love that.
I'm the only one that's really, I have a husband and all, but I have to show up for me.
Right. Love
And,
it.
by putting down some of those goals, I know I'm going to hit at least one or two of them, 3 or 4, maybe 5 if I'm
Yeah.
lucky. So there's a successful day.
It is. That's perfect.
I go day by day.
Yes. It's all you can do,
The
right?
now, I'm always in the now.
Being present. Past is past, future is too you have
Mhm.
control over right now. Yeah,
That's right.
love it. Thank you. All right, Jennifer, what about you? What does success look like?
Oh. I don't really know. I don't.
Okay.
I've got so much going on right now, I guess.
And that's
Just
okay.
still looking out for me still.
Yep.
And doing what's for me and yeah.
And that's
Just
important. That's
Yeah.
important. Yeah, and we talk about that all the time. It's hard for us ladies to do that, but it's so important to do that because, and you're doing it. You're focusing on you and, getting through your back, injury and you're in the problems with your feet and stuff. You're taking it one day at a time and you're getting through it, which is amazing. And so you're being successful in all those things. So like Pat said, day by day, right?
Yep.
So you're doing it. And I thank you again for sharing. And it is important to look out for yourself. Definitely. Cool. Tracy, what about you?
Ooh, I think mine's getting past, I'm going to call it Sweet November. Finding out what's really wrong and hopefully getting a proper diagnosis so I can not be afraid to do what I need to do
Right.
to progress in my fitness. And yeah, and the nutrition part I'm dialing in on thanks to you.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
And we'll get it going.
You will. You'll get those answers and then we can, get those answers and then we move forward from there. And what does that look like? So yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You guys are all amazing. This was great. I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to be doing this more and more because it's having the support of everybody. It's not just coming from me, but it's coming from all these ladies. There's more ladies that were unable to jump on, but
Well, it's also nice to know that you're not the only one with the issues.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we all have stuff, right?
Yeah.
And to share that is so cathartic because then you don't feel isolated and alone because none of you are. You have this whole group. And I know that every one of you, if you messaged even privately, you'd get all the support you needed, which is cool to have. So, all right, I'm going to let you guys go enjoy the rest of your evening. And I so thankful for all of you. Each one of you is near and dear to my heart, and I hope you feel that. You guys are amazing, and yeah, so just one day at a time, right?
Mhm.
Abs-
Thank
All
you.
right. You guys have a great night. We'll see
Have a good
ya
night.
next week.
Good seeing everybody.
You bet. Bye-bye.
I
Bye.
Bye.